Hi Taurus, welcome to your July 2019 General Tarot reading. Crowning your first week, you have Awakening. And it's clarified by the Star card and the Hierophant. So this card says looking at things from a different perspective. I think that recently you felt stuck, you felt at some sort of standstill. I feel like Taurus, you might have been a little too grounded recently. And now you're starting to move forward. You know, maybe for the past year you felt very stuck. And now you're starting to really move forward in the month of July. And there is a wish that is going to be granted for you this month. I think there's some sort of commitment here that you're possibly going to be embarking on. This could be a relationship commitment, or this could be a work commitment. I think that, you know, some of you have awakened to the fact that you are with somebody who is destiny, or you are in a job that you consider destiny. You feel like this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you came here to do, to be on this planet, to partake in. So the Hierophant is all about stability. So this is going to be a stable month for you. Lots of changes, but Taurus embraces the stable energy within the change. So you will be stable, you will remain stable and grounded even through this change. So do not worry, because I know Taurians don't typically like change. Earth signs in general aren't the most open to change. But there will be a lot of changes this month, so just be willing, you know, be open. You will be grounded and you will be stable during these changes, so do not worry. So you have the Ten of Fire for your second crowner. And it's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So I think that there's something here, Taurus, that you've been working very, very hard on. You possibly work a lot, is what I'm seeing. You work a lot. You put in a lot of hours for whatever it is that you do at work, because you're planting some sort of seeds. You're growing some sort of career for yourself, some sort of business, some sort of skill, whatever it may be. And I feel like, Taurus, you're feeling a little rejected during this time. You feel like maybe you're not getting enough attention, or you're not getting paid enough for what you do, because Taurus, you work a lot and you do a lot for this career, or for this business, or whatever it is, and you feel like you're not really receiving the payout. You know what I mean? That you've been feeling very rejected, possibly with some seeds that you've been planting. You've been feeling maybe rejected by the universe, rejected by your boss. I feel like you've been, you know, contemplating about what it is that you're doing, wondering if you did make the right decision in terms of this endeavor. Do accept help from others, though. I feel like there's people around you in your awareness who do want to give you help. They want to offer this help to you. And try to balance yourself out, because you might find that through balancing yourself out, balancing out that masculine and feminine polarity, you might find that things suddenly move forward. Because sometimes when you are a little too grounded, a little too stable, you know, things tend to get stagnant. So I think maybe you need to raise your vibration a little. Meditation helps things move forward very, very beautifully. So I think some of you guys have been feeling rejected. I think some of you guys have been feeling rejected in a partnership as well. Or, yeah, I think some of you have been offering your cup to somebody who has possibly maybe even been ignoring you, or been kind of blowing you off. But you're still, you know, you're still planting seeds with this person. You know, you're really interested in them. You really like them. But I do think you are offering your cup to somebody who could possibly be ignoring you, or, you know, maybe you're ignoring somebody. But I do see this as, you know, the Taurus, the Hierophant, is offering the cup to somebody who is sitting here who could possibly be looking at their other options. You might be dealing with somebody who is exploring their other options, but not necessarily. This could also just be some sort of work situation. Maybe you're trying to get some sort of promotion, or maybe you're trying to move forward with your business and things are just stagnant right now, very stagnant. So you're contemplating. You're in a heavy contemplation period, not really sure if you've made the right decision. But Taurus, you have, because you are taking on this heavy burden, and you will have the payout soon. The harvest is coming for all of your work, for all of that rejected feeling that you've been experiencing. The harvest is coming, and I think this is very unexpected for you. This will come at a very unexpected time, because you do have the Tower present. So you have the Hermit for your third crowner, and it's clarified by the Tower and the King of Pentacles. So I think some of you guys are going to be, like I said, meditating more, embracing that spiritual side of yourself more, spending more time in quiet meditation, finding that self-discovery. And I think this is a little bit of a shakeup for you, Taurus, because like I said, you were very grounded at one point. So now you're starting to open yourself up more to the spiritual, to different ideas even, something that conflicts with your typical belief system. I think for a while, you adhered to some sort of, very strict belief system. Some of you could be religious, involved in some sort of religious organization, but you have some sort of awakening, Taurus, that makes you see things from a very different perspective. And maybe this is a shakeup for you. Maybe you're starting to see the world in a very different way because of some sort of awakening that you have. And now you're starting to put more interest into your spiritual progression and your self-discovery. The Tower can also be a breakdown of the ego. I feel like that might be what's going on too, especially with the Hermit being present, a dissolution of the ego, feeling more oneness with the universe and with others. When there is no ego, there's only oneness that's left, because ego is what creates that separation from you, making you separate from the world, you separate from other people. But in reality, we are all one, we are all connected. So I think there will be a dissolution of this ego. Maybe in work, maybe you're going to start to see that you're not so different from your coworkers. After all, you're not so different from the people that you have been associating with. But I do see this serious, unexpected change. There's lots of changes this month, Taurus. So you will be grounded during this change, but be open, be accepting to this change, because it all is ultimately for your self-progression, for, the betterment of you as a person, and maybe your relationships too. I think some of you guys could be connecting with either a Virgo or a Scorpio, maybe an Aries. I'm picking up more so Scorpio. Some of you guys are in a commitment, maybe even with an Aquarius. But I do pick up that this has been a little shaky recently. You could be in a very shaky relationship, but under the surface, this is very stable, this connection that you're in. Some of you are in a very stable connection with somebody. If you're in a connection with a Scorpio or a Taurus, maybe a Taurus. Maybe you guys are connecting with more, with another Taurus. But a Hermit is what I meant to say, a Virgo. I think some of you guys are, maybe you're experiencing conflict and chaos, but you are very grounded amongst the chaos. So it's okay. Like, things are going to be very okay. I think you're going to have some sort of spiritual awakening in your relationships and waking up to, the divinity. There's a very spiritual connection that some of you are in here. And I think some of you will be waking up to the divinity of that connection. But it is very stable, even if it is shaky during this time and it's not so grounded. There's a little bit of chaos this month, but it's still grounded underneath the surface. This is a very strong and stable connection that you have here because it's very deep rooted. So you have the Nine of Water for your last crowner, and it's clarified by the King of Cups and the Magician. So like I said, I think some of you guys are connecting with a Virgo. What I see here is, or a Scorpio possibly, I think that there is some sort of wish that comes true, especially with the Star card being present. I think there's something that you've been wanting to do. You've been waiting for this. You've been feeling very rejected in the terms of either a relationship, or you've been rejected in terms of your work. You've been working very, very hard, Taurus, and I think because of this, this will pay off very soon. It may take a little while, so just be patient, but it is coming true. There is a wish here that's coming true. I think in your emotions, some of you guys have been trying to offer your cup to somebody for a very long time, and they've been blowing you off, Taurus. They've been blowing you off. This could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with, just because there are cups here. And maybe you'll start to see that, they open up to you a little more. Scorpions can be a little closed off. We are very closed off people. Taurians are actually our sister signs, so we're very different people, right? But we're very similar at the same time. We sit right across from each other on the wheel, the astrological wheel. If you look, Scorpio is on one side, Taurus is on the other. We're called sister signs. So some of you guys are indeed connecting with your sister sign, and this person is quite magical, is what I'm seeing. This person possibly even practices magic. This person could be like a reader, or maybe they are an energy worker of some sort. So they kind of open you up to the more higher vibrations where you're more stable and grounded. But I feel like there is a wish. Like some of you guys have been granted a connection with somebody and it is a dream come true, it's a wish come true. Like you have been waiting for this person possibly your entire life, guys. You know, and this is destiny. This is something that you have been destined to do. I don't believe in the one, personally. I don't think it's possible with 7 billion people on the planet. But I do think that, you know, there are people that we are meant to meet and meant to be with. And souls that we're meant to engage with and fall in love with. And I think this is somebody that you are meant to engage with. You're meant to fall in love with this person. Even if you don't last with them forever, I think that you could possibly last with this person for a very long time. You could even get married to this person, is what I'm seeing. But you're actively manifesting love. You're manifesting like love for yourself, and just have patience. I'm also seeing don't let past pain influence you. I also see you guys being at the top of your game this month. If you meditate and you engage in spiritual acts and, you know, becoming one with yourself, you will be at the top of your game this month, Taurus. And you will be stable amongst the chaos in your life. Amongst all the many changes. I don't even mean like chaos, like, because chaos is kind of a scary word. I just mean changes, differences in lifestyle and all of that stuff. So you have the Page of Wands as your first clarifier. I feel like some of you guys feel like you're walking on thin ice in a connection. Like you feel like you're very close to breaking it. And like I said, I think somebody feels very rejected. Maybe that's what got this energy of thin ice. Somebody's walking on thin ice. There's been pain here before because you have the Three of Swords as your second clarifier, which is on top of the Four of Cups. So I think that there has possibly been heartbreak here. There's been pain. Maybe that's why somebody is feeling rejected. Maybe that's why somebody is doing the rejecting and being very closed off. But just continue to plant your seeds, Taurus, because you're moving. You know, you're actively manifesting. Just trust. You know, just have patience and trust. I'm also hearing don't put all your eggs in one basket, is what I'm seeing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, be willing and open to change, like I said earlier. You know, you will be grounded amongst this change, but you have to be open to it. So be open to the changes that are going on in your life. Don't put all your eggs in one basket because, I don't know, I'm sensing that there's something that you could be planting seeds for that may not come through. But everything happens for a reason, Taurus. And it may cause great sadness, but everything happens for a reason. Because there's something better coming along that's going to blow your mind. Like literally, whatever it is that's coming along, you're going to thank God that, you know, you didn't quite get whatever it was that you hoped that you wanted, that you thought that you wanted. You know what I mean? It's like that saying, like, I'm glad I didn't get what I thought I wanted. So you have the Hermit again. I'm also seeing open your eyes to the possibilities, Taurus. Also, don't let like dead things fester. Don't let things that have already ended fester. I think some of you guys, like I said, there's something that's possibly happened in the past here that you keep going back to because the Page of Wands continues to walk back towards the past, and this is possibly in a relationship. And this is a very stable connection, but there are dead things in this connection that are festering, you know, and they're creating this instability in the connection. They're creating this shakiness. Be open to the possibilities, Taurus. Be open to different possibilities. If something does not work out, it's because there's something better coming. Just trust. And then you have the King of Cups. Again, clarifying the King of Cups. You have the King of Cups. So like I said, very strong water sign energy here. Doesn't have to literally be a water sign that you're dealing with, but it could. I just have Scorpio here. That's the biggest sign that I'm seeing. I don't see any of the other water signs. But it's like emotional power to the fullest. You and this person towards the end of the month will be both in your emotional divine power, so you will be able to manifest whatever it is that you want with this person. Like I said, I think some of you guys are with someone that you feel is a wish come true. You know, if there is shakiness with this person during this time, do not worry, because it will kind of fade away towards the end of the month. Your concerns about this person will fade away. Your concerns about this relationship will fade away, and there will be this, you know, resurgence of love and emotional stability, emotional feelings of completion is what I'm seeing in the connection. King of Fire. Lots of maturing this month. Hard work paying off is what I'm hearing. Like hard work paying off. Stepping up because you have worked so hard, because you've taken on a lot of heavy burdens. And this can be in your relationships, but this can also be at work as well. You know, stepping up because you have stepped up to the plate. You have done, Taurus, what nobody else wants to do in your, either in your relationship or what nobody has the courage to do. You have had the courage and the persistence to continue and to press on. Some of you guys are workaholics is what I'm seeing, and you're getting rewarded for that. You're getting some sort of kingly position, management position. Some of you guys could be traveling is what I'm seeing. But you might have to walk away from something in order to get this. So some of you guys are planting seeds for something, and if it doesn't work out, do not fret. Oh, and then you have the King of Wands. Wow, so you have the King of Cups clarifying the King of Cups, and then you have the King of Wands clarifying the King of Wands. Wow, that's actually amazing. I've never seen this before. I think some of you guys are going to have to walk away from something this month that doesn't serve you, whether it be feelings or an actual person or an actual job. It could literally just be you have to walk away from pain if you want to see success in your relationship. You have to walk away from that feeling of underlying rejection, that fear of rejection, and taking action towards what it is that you want. Because the King of Wands takes action. He doesn't care if somebody says no. That's the worst thing somebody could say. You know, so you have to walk away from that fear of rejection. I am picking up a fear of rejection here because there's seeds that you've been planting, Taurus. Go after them. Go harvest them. Go harvest them because it's time. It's time to harvest what it is that you have been manifesting for yourself. You just have to be the one that's willing to take action. But that's what I see here, Taurus. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please DM me or email me. All of my information is in the description box below, and I will see you guys later. Take care, Taurus. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.